jumped, jumped. Watched, watched, watched. Looked, looked, looked. Walked, walked, walked. Visited, visited, visited. Smiled, smiled, smiled. Jumped, smiled, watched. Visited, looked, walked, walked. Looked, watched. Visited, smiled, jumped. Climbed, climbed, climbed. Played, played, played. Talked, talked, talked. Jumped, jumped, jumped. Walked, walked, walked. Crawled, crawled, crawled. Laughed, laughed, laughed. Watched, 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 watched. Climbed, played, laughed, talked, crawled, walked, jumped. Talked, talked, talked. Brushed, brushed, brushed. Counted, counted, counted. Listened, listened, listened. Played, played, played. Danced, danced, danced. Studied, studied, studied. Cooked, cooked, cooked. Painted, painted, painted. Worked, worked, worked. Talked, brushed, counted, listened, played, danced, studied, cooked, painted, worked, worked. Slept, slept, slept. Went, went, went. Took, took, took. Thought, thought. Had, had. Came, came. Cut, cut. Made, made. Wrote, wrote. Forgot, forgot. Put, put. Drank, drank. Drove, drove. Read, read. Fell, fell. Could, could. Said, said. Ate, ate. Got, got. Saw, saw. Kept, kept. Played, played. Texted, texted, texted. Walked, walked, walked. Ended, ended, ended. Loved, loved, loved. Taught, taught, taught. Slept, slept, slept. Met, met, met. Flew, flew, flew. Planted, planted, planted. Traveled, traveled, traveled. Sang, sang, sang. Swam, swam, swam. Broke, broke, broke. Rode, rode, rode. Rode, broke. Swam, sang. Traveled, taught. Slept, met. Flew, planted, played. Texted, walked, ended, loved. ask, ask,
asked, 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 answer, 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 answered, answered, answered,
agree, agree, agree,
agreed, agreed, agreed,
belong, belong, belong,
belonged, 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 believe, 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 believed, believed, believed,
ask,
asked, answer, answered,
agree,
agreed,
belong,
belonged, believe, believed,
cleaned, cleaned, cleaned,
ironed, 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 brushed her hair, brushed her hair, brushed her hair, answered the phone, answered the phone, answered the phone, read the menu, read the menu, read the menu, reached the cafe, reached the cafe, reached the cafe,
put on, put on, put on,
looked at her watch, looked at her watch, looked at her watch, drank coffee, drank coffee, drank coffee, said goodbye, said goodbye, said goodbye, walked to the bus stop, walked to the bus stop, walked to the bus stop,
cleaned,
ironed, brushed her hair, answered the phone, looked at her watch,
put on,
reached the cafe, read the menu, walked to the bus stop, said goodbye, drank coffee,
had a picnic, had a picnic, had a picnic, went swimming, went swimming, went swimming, played a sport, played a sport, played a sport, went camping, went camping, went camping, stayed home, stayed home, stayed home, talked on the phone, talked on the phone, talked on the phone, slept in, slept in, slept in, went to the park, went to the park, went to the park, had a picnic, went swimming, played a sport, went camping, stayed home, talked on the phone, slept in, went to the park,